Tomorrow we dock in Stavanger. There's a lot of shouting going on. Let's go and explore and let's go and have a look. Morning. It is the first full day on the ship. We got on yesterday. Today is a sea day, so I'm gonna go and explore. I'm gonna go get a drink because my mouth feels like they've got lots of water stations around the ship. I'm gonna go and get some sun, take my book with me. Each evening outside your door, they give you've got like a little mailbox and they give you the program for the next day. And it's got everything on there. These are like some of the highlights. And then it's got from 7 a.m. all the activities, whether it's gym, they do different quizzes, they do dancing, do different guest speakers on things. So today, somebody talking about skincare. They do like a solo get together, all that kind of stuff. Then early afternoon till 1:15 and then 3 p.m. This is really handy. There's loads of stuff in there. Today, I think I'm going to go in. They've got somebody talking about acupuncture for pain relief. I'm going to go along to that. Also notice I'm looking for a couple of makeup bits and they've got a 50% off sale in one of their shops. This was on deck 7, which is only 2 decks above me. They've also got a 1 p.m. They're calling it a spa pamper party. It doesn't say whether you have to pay for this, but it does say you get a couple of complimentary things. So I'm going to go along to that because I love a bit of skincare. I'm taking my SPF 50 out with me today. I realise I don't have much of this left, which is not very clever. Yeah, we'll see how far we get. They do have an onboard shop for things like shampoo, deodorant, all that kind of stuff. So I assume they'll have some of this in there. I'm going to go to the gym. It is leg day, so I'm going to do that. Let's go and explore and let's go and have a look on deck in the daylight. Now we're in the middle of the sea. So I've been for breakfast. I actually went to the buffet restaurant. I had some fruit, I had some eggs, some sausage, and then I did have some pastries. All really nice. I think Horizon so far is my preferred choice just because they have a lot of choice. Like the Keys I went to last night for dinner, it's all quite greasy and fried stuff. The fish and chips, the burgers and that. They did have some Asian food, but I wasn't a lover of that lemon chicken. Horizons is really good any time of day. They have stuff going on all day. I'm going to go to the gym in a bit, but I thought I'd come back. So after breakfast, I've spent about 2 hours chatting to a couple on the next table. They've done quite a few cruises at this point, so they were giving me loads of hints and tips. And they actually said they've stayed on this deck and they've stayed on an inside cabin, which they preferred to the outside cabins on this deck. They said the outside ones on the lower decks have storm doors, so if the weather does get a bit rough, these doors just slide across so you can't see anything anyway, obviously to stop the water coming in. They had loads of really cute, cool stories about some of their cruises. But they said if you're in an inside cabin and you put the TV on, there's actually a webcam at the front of the ship. So we're going to have a look at that now and see what we can see. The guy was saying this is the calmest he's ever seen it with the sea, and he's done the Norway cruise a few times, so that's really good for me. I haven't felt seasick once. You can feel the boat moving, but especially when you come lower down on the deck because of the, I forget the physics, I forget the science. Basically, there's more stability because you're lower down. Up on deck 18 or deck 19, you can feel it underfoot moving around a little bit more. But yeah, it's fine down here. It's really busy everywhere. Busy, but not overly crowded, if that makes sense. So the coffee areas, the restaurants, by the pools, inside and outside, on the decks even though it is a little bit windy and cold. People everywhere. I've just had a look at the theatre. I've also seen the casino. That's busy. The couple I was speaking to were telling me that people get crazy in the casino and they'll sit in there day after day throwing their money away. So I might go people watch a bit later on. Keep looking, because I'm recording on my phone, I keep forgetting to look at the actual camera. Apologies. Yes, I'm really sad. I brought collagen and creatine with me. There's the ship map. I'm going to be really lazy recording this and show you. So there's a couple of the restaurants. I think I've booked Coral, sit down restaurant. You get like a 3-course meal. I'm trying to find the webcam. Feel the boat moving at the minute. It's 1:05. If you're coming to a fjords cruise, it's an hour ahead, so all your excursions, all of your entertainment time, they tell you that the day you embark, tell you the next day they're going to change the clocks. It's freezing out soon. I would like to find the webcam. I don't see that there is a webcam. I was going to take a nap because I'm really tired. I think when you've been on the go for like weeks and weeks, months and months, and then your body slows down, it's like just hits you. I'm so tired. So I'm gonna go to the gym. I'm gonna show you my little walk to the gym as I go there. But yeah, we're gonna go and do leg day, then come back, have a shower, and then I've got the chef's table for dinner, so we'll get ready for that. I just been to the gym. It's so busy in there. About lunchtime, I'm gonna walk back to my cabin. I did leg day. I'm in pain and I'm dripping in sweat, so I'm gonna go have a shower and then I think have a little slow get ready for dinner. I'm at the opposite side of the ship to the gym and the opposite end, so nice long walk back to the room, put some makeup on, let that melt in, and then yeah, I will take you for dinner with me. Just got back to the room but change of plan. It's about 3 o'clock-ish, just after 3. I've got dinner at 6. I think I'm gonna go and see if one of the pools are free, or as free as they can be, have a little dip for half an hour or so, and then I will come back. So I've just walked to the front of the ship. Hopefully you can hear me because it's quite windy. The front of the ship is heading into the wind, so it is so windy up here. But yeah, there's like barely any people. I'm in the Beachcomber pool and bar. Got loads of cool little inlet seating areas around the pool. It's really nice. There's like sofas and sun lounges on the outside. Behind me there, that's called the Retreat. It goes around the front of the ship. It's got hot tubs and a pool, I think, and its own bar, but that's something you have to pay for. So I think you can get a day pass or you can get a pass for the week. It's somewhere you can just go chill out. The Retreat and the Beachcomber pool and bar is adult only, exclusively for adults, no kids, which is quite nice. I think that's why it's quite quiet. There's a lot of kids on this ship. I guess it is the summer holidays, so it's to be expected. Still got the rest of the day and the evening to go. And I think somebody was telling me with the fjords, the ship goes quite far into the fjords. Probably be getting there like early morning and then it docks quite far in, or as far as it can go. So that'll be quite cool. I'm going to wake up early tomorrow, see where we are, and then go have a little look on deck. Don't know what I'm talking about anymore, I'm tired. But yeah, I'll show you the pool. And then upstairs you've got more decking, and there's loads of sun lounges. Again, it's really, really windy up there. So I've just had a shower, made myself a little decaf coffee. So I'm going for dinner at the chef's table. It's like your fancy dinner. But I thought I'd sit down and just chat in general. I love this primer. I need to get more of this primer. One thing I don't like about this time of day though is I haven't worn makeup all day and then having like a full shower and then having to put makeup on. Because later I'm gonna have to wash my face again. There's a lot of shouting going on in the hallway. I'm actually going to use my Charlotte Tilbury foundation. So I'm going to apply it with a brush. Concealer, the Made by Mitchell. I do like this concealer. I find the skin tints oxidize quite a bit. They go a bit orangey and a bit darker, and I don't love that. I don't get that as much with a normal full coverage foundation. I quite like this. Usually I do like the, is it L'Oreal True Match? I love that one. That's a very good foundation. Made by Mitchell Curve Case. Slaps every time. So good. I love this. I'm also going to add a red lipstick. So this is the NYX Lip Ivy. This is so good. So I've got a few colours. This is the Mocha Me Wet. This is Bubblegum Burst. And this is Ready Set Wet. But yeah, they're really good. Usually go inner corner of the eye, outer corner of the eye, to brighten that area up. A corner of the mouth to lift that a little bit. With the nose and nasolabial. Got quite a bit of redness to my skin, but otherwise I've got more of a yellow olivey undertone. I'm actually really tired, so I'm glad I've booked dinner for 6 p.m. There's a silent disco this evening in the Sky Dome, so it's one of the central areas of the ship. I've already showed you. So daytime they have a pool there, and then nighttime it spans 2 decks, so it's like double heighted. But nighttime they do a lot of different shows. So last night was like an acrobatics thing, I think somebody said. Tonight is a silent disco, and there's I think 3 different, I guess, stations that come through the headphones. However, I don't think it's on until 9:15, the silent disco. I always, whenever I do anything with my eyes and I'm like, I always try not to like raise my eyebrows and stuff or like do that, make a frown, because I don't want wrinkles. Now I'm gonna do foundation. I can't remember actually. I think I stopped using it because I found it was oxidizing, but this is the shade Natural. I like the consistency and I like the finish. So this side, still glowy. I always love a bit of a glow to my foundation. I'm aware though that a lot of people like to mattify. Never ever do. This is what you get for buying a cheap, shitty brush. I'm going to go and wet the sponge, put this brush in the bin. I think the water's getting a bit rougher because it's getting a bit choppier. I can feel movement, even all the way down here on the pour deck. Right, I've wet my sponge, that's better. So you still get a nice glow. That is the base done. I'm going to go in with strawberry cream. And I literally just put a little bit on. I really like this colour. It gives you a little flush. It does look lovely with the Made by Mitchell Truth Tin as well. I need to have a look at the weather later on the TV to see what it's going to be like. Tomorrow we dock in Stavanger. I hope I'm saying that right. I'm going to butcher every name, I swear. I've never been to Norway, so that'll be fun. Little doe foot applicator. That is that. All that's left to do is curl my lashes and put mascara on. OG Max Factor Masterpiece. I will never use anything else. I have used other mascaras and they are not it. Do my hair. Got the little princess ring from Pandora. Crown. And then just the little plain stacker with the hearts. Gold chain that I got from Dubai on Nefertiti. Do my hair. Don't know what I'm gonna do. So just done my hair, finished my makeup, put some perfume on. Now I will show you the finished look with some shoes, and I am good to go. I'm pretty sure when I get there, the hosts ask, so if you're solo traveling, do you want to be put on a shared table or do you want a table by yourself? So I will take you along. I don't know how much I will film of it, but I'll try and show you what the menu looks like and what the food looks like. So I've got a little table on my own, really cute. They come over and put your napkin on your lap. Prices for the drinks are quite reasonable actually, pretty much the same as you get in the UK. I'll show you the menu. So I just finished in the silent disco. It was so good. It was in the Sky Dome area. I was dancing, singing, danced with a couple of people. It looks nuts. You get 3 different sets of headphones. So there's 3 DJs, so 3 different types of music playing. And you can just swap out headphones, it's fine. Everyone's on a vibe. Obviously, first sea day, it was banging. I just got back to the room. I'm about to take my makeup off and go to sleep. We dock in the morning in Stavanger and I've got my excursion. I'm planning on getting up early. We'll see how that goes. And then there's a few things on the horizon. The little thing. So there's a guy doing R&B tomorrow in the Sky Dome. So I'm going to go to that. I've got dinner booked in Aqua, I think, for 5:30. Then I've got a theatre show, which is called The Festival. So I think that's at 6:30, 6:45, something like that. Benefit, the makeup brand, are on board and they're doing a makeup masterclass. So I might go to that at 8 p.m, see what that's about, see if it's any good. And 11 o'clock tomorrow, I'll go and watch the comedy. It's the same guy with the same set. Tonight I went, unbeknownst to myself and a couple of other people, we were sat at the wrong entrance. So by the time it got to 11 o'clock, we were like, what's going on? Is it opening? Is it going ahead? And the lady said, oh, you need to go around that way. And by the time we got in there, it was pretty full. So I came back to the room. I've got an early start tomorrow. I thought I'll just get ahead, get my makeup taken off, get a couple of Zeds. Hopefully won't feel too tired tomorrow. Tomorrow is going to be a full-on day. So yeah, but thank you so much. Let's see what tomorrow brings. Tomorrow's also my birthday. That should be fun. But yeah, it's been a really good day. I feel like it's been a long day. But I think because we got on the ship yesterday and we haven't docked yet, the ship's just been moving, just ploughing ahead. It's been really weird. But yeah, really nice. Spoke to loads of people today. People are super nice. One thing I will say about this ship, maybe it's the same for all cruises and all cruise lines, I don't know. Everyone is really friendly. So all the people that work here, whether you're at the bars, in the restaurants, you're on deck, so inside or outside, everyone is super friendly. Everyone says hello, how are you? I went to the bar earlier. There was a lot of people at the bar already and the guy came out straight away and was like, how can I help you? Yeah, everyone's super friendly, super lovely. Weirdly, loads of kids have wanted to speak to me since I got on the ship. So I sat down yesterday for food as soon as I got on in Horizons, the buffet restaurant. And this little boy, I say little boy, he's probably about 11, was like, hello, how are you? My name's... Oh, I forgot his name already. I want to say Tyler. But yeah, he was like, where are you from? And turns out they're also from Wales. So he was telling his mum and his dad when they got back to the table. And he was like, do you want us to mind your stuff? I was like, that's okay, but thank you. And then when I went to the silent disco, this little girl, so I was up on a deck higher, the double height deck. So it's like open in the Sky Dome. And she was like, she must have been about 9. And then she came up and stood next to me and was dancing with me. So that was really cute. Even though I am solo, I'm actually loving it. I feel like I'm really comfortable anyway, being on my own, quite enjoying my own company, my own space. But yeah, even though there's like thousands of people on this ship, it doesn't feel overcrowded and I don't feel lonely. Like I said, there's been people to speak to all day. I need to learn to look in the camera and not look at myself. Apologies, I'll get it right for tomorrow. But yeah, tomorrow, Stavanger, I can't wait actually. I'm really excited. See what the day brings. I'm gonna get some sleep.